Grace Pointers. Hope you guys are enjoying your summer. Hard to believe June's almost over and we've really only got one real month of summer left. I wanted to update you on a couple different things that affect all of us as an advanced leadership group. You know, regardless of where you lead, whether you're leading kids, youth, adults, you've got an usher team, or you're in a life group, beyond the task or the specific responsibilities of our team or group, we're all supposed to be spurring each other on in G5 devotion of Jesus, right? The full G5 fruits of what the uncommon life of Jesus lived out in us looks like. That sometimes, even though we know that's our responsibility, it can be difficult to go, well, what does it look like to integrate all those things into my specific area? And I want to share just an example. I got my a servant team together a couple weeks ago, and it's a creative team that mainly works on marketing projects. We had a full agenda of projects and tasks I needed to follow up on each of them with, but I started the meeting off by spending just 3 minutes going, hey, out of curiosity, how many of you have an impact card? How many of you know what an impact card is? And out of a group of about 8 people, only 2 people knew what they were, only 1 person even had one. So I had figured that might be the case, so I brought impact cards for everybody, and I said, here, I'd like to reacquaint us with what this tool's about. And so I walked them through how it's got space for your story and space to name 2 people, and just spent a minute talking about how our grace lifestyle, the intentionality of praying for lost people in our world, praying for God to create opportunities for us to share about Jesus in us, or to see the person brought to know Jesus, is just part of who we're supposed to be in Jesus. And so had everyone take a minute right then and there and write down names. Who are those 2 people going to be? Went around real quick and said, share the name and tell us about the person. It's my neighbor Billy, and he doesn't know God at all. Or it's my coworker Joan, and we just never really had the opportunity to go there. And so let's name them, and then let's keep that card in mind. Left them out on the table and said, as we're doing our work tonight, let's be thinking about these specific people, that if we accomplish our role well in this servant team, then these people should hopefully be reached one day. And then we closed the meeting, a little bit later by praying for these people. So we just kind of bookended a normal team meeting with a little talk about grace lifestyle. And that simple thing, it took maybe 3 or 4 minutes of our agenda, helped spur on 7 of those people to, for the first time, begin praying for people and living out grace lifestyle in a new way, even though that's not a core part of what our normal tasks or activities are. So I just wanted to encourage you, if you haven't done that, it's a simple thing you could do to incorporate into a life group meeting, into a team meeting of any kind, and it's one of the ways you can drip grace within your teams. So take advantage of that simple thing. Just wanted to help share what it can look like. Last couple things, Leadership Summit's coming up August 11th and 12th. If you've never been there, it's all day Thursday, all day Friday. Incredible event. There's going to be 800 people from around the city, and we're really hoping Grace Pointers take advantage of it. As an advanced leader, it's actually an expectation. This is the big leadership infusion event that we do a year, and so we are assuming you're going to be there, and it's part of what we're going to be building on for the fall and into the spring. So register by July 12th, because that's when the price goes up. You go to gracepoint.org/summit. If you have any issues doing this, if you're trying to figure out how to get time off work, if you're challenged by the financial cost of it, if whatever the roadblock is, please contact me or contact the pastor you serve under, so that we can figure out how to remove those roadblocks and help you get there, because it's just an event that's non-negotiable for us. It's really important. And I want to help explain that that's our 3rd quarter advanced gathering. So on Friday during Leadership Summit, so Friday, August 12th, we'll have a luncheon in the children's building upstairs during the lunch hour. That will be our advanced gathering for 3rd quarter. So registering for Summit is your RSVP for the advanced gathering. It'll be just for our group. I look forward to seeing you there. Otherwise, I hope in the middle of summer travels or whatever you may be doing, I hope you're taking advantage of the time to read the book Redemption. Get ready for the fall. It's going to be a big part of things happening in the fall and spring and the years to come around Grace Point, and I hope God uses it in your life. Above all, thank you for leading. Thank you for being part of our mission together of leading common people into uncommon life in Jesus. I look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks at the Summit.